Alright guys, it'll be a quick video today. Kind of just doing a little unboxing of my filament dryer. I've got a 3D printer I've been messing around with. Planning on 3D printing some trolling motor mounts for my kayak and just doing other household items. Like these, for example, are wall mounts for like a Milwaukee battery, and printed these out of ASA so they can be real strong, and they're not going to warp over time in the heat or fade or anything. But straight out of the box, the filament had moisture, and that seems to be like a common thing. So you got really bad color fade. So instead of trying to put every roll of filament into the oven and let it sit there, I've got this 4-spool filament dryer. It's a Caydo, and not many videos on YouTube about this at all, but it's the cheapest 4-spool filament dryer I found on Amazon. And I guess I'll do a review of it, or do a quick unboxing, and then later on I can give like a long-term review of what I think about it. I was looking at for like the Creality Pi 4, but price range, I think those run for, if you get them on sale, you can get them around like $150. I believe this one, and do a price check real quick, was probably around $80. Let me just double check real quick. Let's see. Double check. $95. I mean, still a good bit cheaper than the Creality one, and I figured it wouldn't hurt to do a review on it. But let's get to putting it together. I don't think it came with any instructions. I already pulled everything out. I don't think there's any instructions at all, or it might be. Yeah, there's instructions. Pretty basic stuff though, really. And then there is a tutorial from this manufacturer's, Caydo's YouTube page, telling you how to just put it together. But it doesn't really get really into depth. Like, I didn't know it had actual spool rollers. So, and it has Bowden tubes, or openings for Bowden tubes, so that way you can print from the box itself. But we'll see what it does. All right, we'll start with the little bottom feet. Pretty self-explanatory. Just jam those things in. All right, so we got 4 of those. Got little legs. All right, so this is the front side. It has the holes for the little handle, little door handle. We'll go ahead and get those little screws installed. Comes with the little screwdriver. Let's see. Set that over here. And it's a really tight fit through the hole. I should clearance those holes a little bit better. Alright, get that tightened down. We'll do the easy stuff first. We'll put the side covers on. Put it out the way first. Alright, those just snap in. Another side cover. Snap in. This is front, back. You got little side pinholes here to get you lined up. There's really not much holding this all in place. Well, I guess that's it about putting it together. Ain't too bad. Alright. On the inside it does have these little pockets for the little silica packets to get rid of any humidity or draw out the humidity. But I'll probably just be running this. Try to get it started with, you know, a few hours before I print, or keep the I don't really change filament all that much, so I'll just keep whatever filament I typically use just in there. I think with several short cycles it should dry it up and it'll be fine. I think it's ready to get plugged in. First time powering it up. I probably should read what SV and PV mean, so you can find that in the instructions. Set value temperature, set button again for T. AI mode. So if humidity goes under 40%, device will automatically start dehumidification. Pretty cool. Process value temperature and relative humidity. So yeah, I don't know how accurate that relative humidity is right now, but it's dropping down. So we'll see. Whenever something lights up, if I put it in AI mode. Okay, so that tells you it's in AI mode. Alright, so I think there should be a way to change the Celsius. That's not it. Let's see real quick. To switch from Fahrenheit to Celsius, press and hold plus and minus buttons. 5 seconds. Could have swore I just did that. Alright. So, we'll set this to 65. Let's do 10 hours for now. Be set. Cool. Let's keep that in AI mode. But currently, I guess the PV is what the temp is now. So I'll start go ahead and do is get a little stopwatch going on, see how long it takes to get to 65 Celsius. But right now I got 2 ASA spools, and then I have some Pet G that I've had out of the box. I would say 5 years at this point. I've had it out for a while, and I didn't know no better, but supposedly it's really absorbs a lot of moisture. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long it takes to get the temp. I was cut back to it. All right, so at first I had it set at 65 degrees, and the actual temp was just jumping back and forth from 64 to 63. So maybe it just can't reach that 65 number. The max for this, for the set value temperature, is only at 70 degrees Celsius. So set it to that. I want to see if it'll actually jump up to 65. And here's my dog wanting to know what I'm doing. But to get it up to 64 degrees, it took 13 and a half minutes, which I have never used a filament dryer before, or even one this big, but I don't know if that's like a normal speed. Is that slow? Is that fast? I don't know. You guys let me know. I try to do more research, see if I can figure out if this is a fast speed or not. I mean, for me, it's not that bad. I don't really care for speed as long as I can dry my filament. And this was the cheapest option for the most amount of spools. So, but we'll have to see how long the actual thing lasts. I know cheaper products tend to have issues, but not saying this one will have any, but we'll see. So maybe later on I'll post a long-term video review about it. But and the time also goes all the way up to 99 hours. But yeah, so I'll let it dry overnight, see how it does. So yeah, so once I had it set over to 70, that's when it crawled over the that 64 degree mark. So that's pretty good. Yeah, it feels pretty nice and toasty in there. So far I'm pretty happy with it. I'll have to see how it does when trying to attach it to the printer and use these holes. I don't know if I can try to either make some mounts for like boating tubes to go straight into it, because like, you know, if you have your filament just sticking out of here, that's not going to be dry and that part would be brittle. And I already had ASA, you know, it was just snapping at any kind of bend. And then once I got it figured out, it wouldn't, you know, the print quality just looked like crap. But yeah, I try to figure out some boating tube setup for these, and yeah, see how well it does. All right, but thanks guys.